But a Qantas jumbo jet headed from London to Melbourne, Australia, got the fright of their lives overnight. Their 747 was forced to make an emergency landing in Manila after a mysterious explosion blew a hole in the fuselage. This is passenger video from on board the plane. You can see the oxygen masks dropping down. Nearly 350 passengers were on board at the time. The plane got a gaping hole in the fuselage and plummeted about 6,000 meters in minutes.
We were told the door had popped when we were up in the air. We hadn't realised there was a hole in the plane, so we got down on the ground and had a look afterwards, and that was pretty scary.
That hole in the side of the aircraft is up to 3 meters wide. No injuries were reported. The Australian airline, by the way, has never had a fatal crash. Well, freelance reporter Dean Bernardo is following the story, and he joins me now live on the phone from Manila. Tell us, first of all, about the state of the passengers and the crew, Dean Bernardo. Where are they right now? How are they?
Okay, Danielle, the passengers of Qantas QF30 has already boarded a relief flight that was sent from Sydney this afternoon. The relief flight arrived here in Manila at around 9 in the evening, and they awaited the passengers who were billeted at a local hotel after they were able to escape their vehicle incident. At around 10 minutes past 11 in the evening here in Manila, they boarded the flight that would take them to their journey back home to Melbourne. All of the passengers have left Manila already, and they are already on their way to Melbourne. They'll be arriving in about 4 or 5 hours from now.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear that they would be on a relief flight so quickly. I would have thought the last thing that any of them would want to do would be to get straight back onto another plane.
Well, despite the fact that they did panic for about 5 minutes when the plane had its trouble, but they felt safer and they felt good that they're finally going to go home and meet up with their families. Story as to what happened and how they survived that harrowing incident.
What is the latest you know about what may have caused the hole in the plane's fuselage?
Well, one thing that we could confirm of, okay, the investigators here have said that indeed there was a blowout. That's the term that they want to use. There was indeed a blowout, and this was a result definitely of an explosion. However, it is not definite yet whether the explosion was intentional or was accidental, and they are not yet saying or not confirming whether it was a terrorist attack. There are as to why that part or that cargo hold of the Boeing 747-400 could actually explode. But one thing is for certain, there was an explosion. As to what's the cause or the reason for it, they will still have to find out. Investigators have started looking into the aircraft. A group of Australian transport investigators arrived on board the Qantas relief flight that arrived at around 9 in the evening, and they have started to...
That was...
And they are trying to find out what happened.
Sorry, we lost you just for the last second or so of your audio, but I think we've got the gist of what you were saying. I want to thank you very much for your time, Dean Bernardo. Dean Bernardo is a freelance reporter. He was speaking to us from Manila. We'll have more on this story later this afternoon.